start the chapter Acid, Base and Salt, Part 3 on page 75 and 76. The first question is, what is indicator? Indicator is a substance which help us to identify the given substance is acid, base or salt. How do you identify? By taste we can identify whether the given substance is acid or base. If you taste mango, it tastes sour because it has acid. If you taste orange, it also tastes sour because these fruits contain acid, organic acid. Mango contain tartaric acid, whereas orange contain citric acid. That is the reason these all food items are taste sour. But inorganic strong acid or mineral acid we cannot taste because of its strong nature, that is strong acid. If you taste, our tongue will burn. So indicator help us to identify whether the given substance is acid or base. Different indicator changes different color on adding to acid and bases. So tell me the definition of indicator. It is a chemical substance which help us to identify whether the given substance is acid or base by changing its color. If you put red litmus paper into the acid, it will remain red. But if you put red litmus in the base, it will remain blue. The same way, if you put blue litmus to the acid, it change to red. In base, it remain blue. So don't forget base blue, BB. Okay, in base, the indicator changes into blue color. But in acid, it remain red. If you add China rose, the extract into the acid, it changes into pink. But in base, it changes to green color. The same way turmeric indicator, in acid it remains yellow, in base it changes into brick red. What is the benefit of indicator or what is the speciality of indicators? Indicators do not affect the solution. That means it do not affect acid and base. The sense is that they don't react with acid and they don't react with the base. This litmus solution, China rose, turmeric, these all are natural indicator. These all extracted from plants. But some are artificial indicator or man-made indicator. That is litmus, phenolphthalein, methyl orange, etc. Now let us move on to the activity 2 to test the acid and alkali in the laboratory. Here the materials required are 3 glass bowls, lemon, lime, sugar, glass of water, dropper, blue and red litmus papers. Here we are going to take lemon juice in A bowl and lime water in B bowl and sugar solution in C bowl. Now keep red litmus paper and blue litmus paper on the table. With the help of a dropper, take lemon juice from A bowl and drop it on both litmus paper. What do you observe? Lemon juice contains acid, organic acid. On adding few drops of lemon juice acid to this red litmus, this drop changes into red. In the same way, you are going to drop few lime water from the bowl on both the litmus paper. What do you observe? Is lime water is having base. So on adding to red litmus, the color changes into blue. And in blue litmus paper, it will remain blue. You know, base remain blue in both the solution or both the litmus paper. In the same manner, you are going to take few drops of sugar solution from the bowl C and going to drop few drops on both the litmus paper. What will happen? No change is observed because it is neither acid nor base. It is a neutral solution. Now in activity 3, you are going to conduct litmus test for several substances like soap solution, sugar solution, aerated drink, orange juice, baking soda, common salt, dilute hydrochloric acid, water, imli pani, ENO. You know that soap contains base, so it will remain blue. Sugar solution, no, because neither acid nor base. And aerated ring, it has aerated ring has carbonic acid, so definitely it is red, no, changes into red on adding to litmus solution. Orange juice contain acid, baking soda contain base, common salt neutral, hydrochloric acid, so remain red, water neutral, emily sour in taste, so acid, and base. It's homework, so complete the table on page 76. Litmus solution either in solution form or exist in paper form. Now we are going to see the differences between acids and bases. Acids have a sour taste, whereas bases are bitter in taste, and it is slippery to touch. It slips like a soap. While using soap, it slips from our hand. In the same manner, bases also slippery to touch. All acids soluble in water, so they conduct electricity because of formation of ions. But all bases are not soluble in water. Only few bases soluble in water, they are called as alkali. Those alkalis conduct electricity due to formation of ions. The difference is they produce hydrogen ion on adding water, whereas bases produce hydroxyl ion on adding water. It means number of replaceable hydrogen atom from the acid. In HCl, only one hydrogen atom is replaced, so it is monobasic acid. In H2SO4, there is 2 hydrogen will be replaced on adding water, so dibasic nature. Like this phosphoric acid, tribasic acid. Whereas bases also produce OH or hydroxyl ion on adding water. It is called acidity. Number of replaceable hydroxyl ion from one molecular base is called acidity. For example, NaOH has only one OH group. On adding water, only one OH liberate. So it is monoacidic base. Whereas MgOH twice, on adding water, 2 OH ions liberate, so it is diacidic base. Ferric hydroxide FeOH thrice, 3 OH ions liberate from one molecule of FeOH thrice, so it is triacidic base. Most of the acids react with the base to produce salt and water. The same manner, base also react with the acid to produce salt and water. Do you know why dry powder of tartaric acid or baking soda have no effect on indicator? Because they don't have ions. On adding water to these compounds, they produce ions. Here we use dry powder, so there is no effect because of absence of ion. Whenever you add water, every compound produces ions and they go for chemically reactivity.